What's up everyone, Jordan from Ginger Snap Disc Golf here, and today we're starting video 1 of a new series that I'm going to do. It's going to be called Can I Shoot 1,000? But there is a catch. And the catch is, if I don't shoot 1,000 rated round, I'm doing a giveaway. One of you is going to get a mystery premium plastic disc. All you have to do to enter for that giveaway, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. That's it. That's all you got to do. The reason why I'm doing this is because I wanted a way that I could give back to the people who are investing in this channel. Like if you subscribe to the channel, you comment, like, whatever else, watch the videos, you're investing in this channel, and I appreciate that more than you'll ever know. So I wanted a way that I could give back to y'all who are investing in the channel. Then two, for the past almost 2 years now, I've done nothing but focus on form work and distance work and all those kinds of things, and I've really slacked off on the competitive side of disc golf. And I want to get better competitively as well, so I thought what better way to do that than to add pressure to myself with, if I don't make this certain mark, I have to give away some of my discs. I'm either going to get better or I'm not going to have any more discs to throw. Yeah. All right, so we're at Indian Creek Disc Golf Course today. I'm playing the longs, and I'll put up on the screen what a 1,000 rated round score is out here. It's about 6 down. It's pretty tough because I've played here once before and I believe I shot 3 over. But we're gonna go for it today. Hole 1 is 430 feet. It hyzers around this corner. We got a little bit of a headwind. I'm gonna go 2 off the first tee. Everything after that, just first shot, because I kind of need all the help that I can get. It's a really fun course, but it's a really tough course. All right, I'm going with my more understable Emperor for the first shot. Turns over pretty quick in that headwind, so I know I've got to make the adjustment. For the second shot, I'm going to throw a more domey, stable Emperor, and it flips up. You can't really tell, but it just pushes really, really far straight. Dumps at the very end of the flight to put me about 15 feet away. This is a crucial putt to start the round off right, and we're able to drain it, no problem. Hole 2 out here at Indian Creek. I'm not sure how far the distance is. You really just want to get through this tunnel gap. If you can get through that with any kind of shot, you really have a good chance of birdie. I'm going to go a forehand with the Conqueror and really just try to flex something through the gap to give me a look for the birdie. And it was at this moment things go downhill. That was like a forehand roller, not a flex. All right, so now I'm in recovery mode trying to chip out to make sure I can still at least save par after that horrible shank of a drive. Then I shanked this upshot. I chose too straight of a disc and it had no fade at the end, so I'm left with about a 40-foot tester that I dink off the cage. So now I'm taking my first bogey of the round, which is not what I like to do after a bogey. All right, hole 3, a little over 300 feet away. I really hate that I got a bogey on hole 2. That's going to hurt me in the long run for sure. So I'm really hoping to recover with a birdie here. I tried to take some power off of my buzz, but end up just short arming it, going way off in the left. That was way harder out than I thought it was going to be. Left with a 40-foot tester again to save par, and I was not able to. Hole 4, 330 feet. Honestly, I'm trying to play for par. Chop something over, get safe, maybe have a putt. We're going to have to get something going. I really thought after birdieing hole 1 that it was going to be like a hot start. Hole 2 and hole 3 got in my head, and I don't know why. All right, so I'm chopping over an Infinite Discs slab here. Very overstable driver that get through that gap that looks way smaller in person. I was very impressed with the shot, how it turned out. Left with a birdie putt that I'm able to drain, which helps get a little bit of that momentum back. All right, hole 5, 418 feet. The basket's tucked up there to the right. There's a Mando, so you can't go big hyzer. Kind of forces you to do a turnover, a forehand. I don't have a 400-foot forehand, so I'm going to try to just get to the gap and play for par. This was one of those shots that I knew immediately out of the hand that I'd early released it and that it was going to put me in a bad position for this hole. So you can tell from the screen here, I have like a couple of trees to miss, and not only do I hit the tree, but it rolls away 30 more feet, and I know that I'm going to have to take bogey, and this is kind of the start of where I really start to lose motivation. Hole 6, 430-ish feet, probably playing a little less. It's right on the edge of this tree line, so I'm trying to get down there and get a putt. I keep going birdie, bogey, birdie, bogey. Now we're sitting at 1 over. There's definitely more birdies to be had out here, but with a combination of the wind and this course is just tough. So when I throw this shot, I'm trying to throw it kind of flat, and I actually trip a little bit in the walk up. You can't tell much, but I just knew immediately that I'd shorted it. I threw a second shot just to see if I could get there, and then turns out that shot's 10 feet away from the basket. But, you know, player B usually does better. I left in a position that's just horrible, no pitch out. Takes me twice, actually, to pitch out, and then I have to take bogey again. And this just really, really starts to take the wind out of my sails.
Hole 7, 450 feet. We're going to have to stop the bleeding real quick if we're going to get to 6 down. At this point, I'd like to just get close to 6 down. We got a left to right wind, so I'm going to try this Halo Emperor again. I'm sorry, Halo Pharaoh.
So this hole is 450, playing about 430, 440 still. I loved this shot out of the hand. I was hoping for a little bit of ground play, but you see here, it just kind of disappears.
Where did that just go? I think that just went to like Wonderland. It just disappeared when it hit the ground.
I'm left with a 20-foot putt, and unfortunately, I did not respect the wind enough, and I missed it. And at this point, all momentum I had for the rest of the round was just gone.
All right, hole 8, about 320 feet. We got a tailwind. I think the wind is a lot more of a factor than I thought it was going to be. Some rain blowing in. It's getting worse as the round goes on.
I'm sure you can tell, but at this point, I'm just very sloppy. My head's kind of out of the game. I shanked that shot, even though it should be a pretty routine birdie. And at this point, again, I'm left with nothing. And I miss the par putt. Then I proceed to miss the bogey putt and end up taking double bogey.
We're officially 4 over after what was a really good start. Couple of missed opportunities and bad shots, and this course has a lot of teeth. And next thing you know, you're over par. I have to birdie out the entirety of the round, which is not impossible. It's very unlikely. Okay, hole 9, it's about a 700-foot par 4 all the way up this hill. You really need to get past this first group of trees if you want any kind of shot at a birdie. So we're gonna go the Pharaoh in an S blend and try to just get all the way through the gap.
At this point, I'm just hoping that this drive gives me some form of look to have a birdie attempt so I can try to keep the round alive, because there are some birdie opportunities on the back 9.
We're about 350 feet uphill, probably 400 plus to get there. I do have the distance to get to circle 1 and get a putt, but we will see.
Between the wind and the uphill walk up, my drive I don't think had much of a chance of getting there, so I'm left with one last throw-in attempt to try to save the round. Let's see. Honestly, video made it look closer than it was.
If you made it this far in the video, you know by now that I did not make the 6 down mark, so someone's getting a free disc. If you didn't hear it in the first part of the video, the way you enter for that giveaway is you leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll leave this up about 2 weeks before I choose a winner. You will know if you won. I'll reply to your comment letting you know that you won. All right, let's recap the round. I would be lying if I said that I wasn't disappointed. I felt fairly confident that I'd at least get close to 6 down. Ended up finishing up like 5 over. I do want to talk about some positives though I got from the round, and I'm going to do that as well in some voiceover throughout the video. But the majority of the shots out here, you could tell, demand a 400 plus foot golf line, and I was able to get within 20 feet of every like 430 foot hole, if not on my first shot and my second shot. So that's super, super encouraging to me that I know that I have the distance to get these 400 foot par 3s. My putt was really, really good for the majority of the round as well. There were so many holes that were just should have been gimme birdie looks that I turned into bogey or double bogeys, and that's absolutely ridiculous. But it's something to learn from. Instead of putting my full focus on distance lines, like I've proved that I have that 400 to 430 foot distance line now, or golf line. Now I need to focus on the little things, dialing in those like 3 to 330 foot shots, because those seem to be, if I look back on my tournaments, the holes that I actually lose the most strokes on. If you stuck around this far, one of two things: either you're a real one and you support the channel, or you could tell that I was gonna not make the 6 down mark and you were getting a free disc, or the chance for one at least. So either way, I appreciate it so much. As always, stay snappy. Love y'all. Subscribe, all the YouTube things. One of you in a couple of weeks is getting a free premium plastic mystery disc. Congratulations. Sorta. I'm a little butthurt about it, but at least my loss will be your gain, right? It's got to count for something. See ya.